where it was right there. Oh, I was a little too late. Okay. We're waiting for the lifeboat drill, safety drill. It's about 4:30 on turnaround day, sailing day. And we're touring the ship, the Seven Seas Navigator. We're on deck 11.
We'll be right back. You want to get something?
No, go ahead.
Around the world in 40 minutes, 9:30 in a theater. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
There's a green light now.
What's going on out there?
I can't see.
Oh.
Hi.
Where are you?
We're at Great Stirrup Cay. And I'm having daiquiri, pina colada.
Pina colada.
Yummy. Yummy.
Snorkeling, swimming, and a barbecue.
And the water is just beautiful, but it's a little cloudy and off and on. Cloudy and sunny, but it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful spot.
Get some jelly.
I have treasures.
What?
Treasures.
I found treasures.
Let me see the treasures. Something's
Yes.
alive.
Shells.
Look at my collection.
Let me see.
They're pretty.
This way.
Oh,
We
man.
should give us the camera. He has taught us.
I was always
Everywhere.
I got one shell that's really nice. It's almost a whole one without the body. It's a cute little thing. Do you know?
I just. Okay. How tropical.
Yes. Don't I look tropical?
And you're wearing your reef cover up.
Fish. What is it? Fish? Yeah. Fish.
I didn't do my hair, but crunch and go.
Oh,
This is how it
okay.
is naturally.
Okay.
So we went to the water today, so there was no time for crimping.
My name is Elda. I'm the assistant cruise director on board, and yesterday I was the one talking in the master station, hiding behind a hat and a yellow bright jacket and a life jacket. The names of 2 U.S. states end with the letter T, like Tom. Vermont is one, name the other one.
Connecticut.
So the names of 2 U.S. states end with the letter T.
Next up we have N39.
Ooh, I just
That's
need to
N39.
Really?
It does give me great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the gentleman who is the master of the Seven Seas Navigator. Please welcome your captain, Captain Umbaldo Armelino.
Buonasera. How are you today? Good.
Molto bene.
First day on board. Fantastic, no? Beautiful day. My great team that is already there, and we will do all our best to ensure an unforgettable cruise experience. All you need to do is relax, and then I'm sure that you will go home with very happy memories and new friendships. So let's start with the general manager.
Good evening, welcome on board. My name is Massimo Arzani. I come from Imperia. It's a small village near France. I'm the general manager on board the ship, and together with this team of professionals, I will make sure you will spend a wonderful experience on Navigator. Welcome on board.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ivo Palm. I'm a staff captain. This captain is a nice guy. I'm a bad one, because if you are smoking in your suite or in your balcony, to be sure that I'm knocking your door soon. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm the chief engineer. My name is Luca Grigi. I come from Genoa in Italy, and I wish you a wonderful cruise.
Thank you.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carlos. I come from Portugal, and I'm the one responsible to ensure you have the stores full with food and booze for your cruise. Enjoy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andreas. I'm the chief person on board. I'm actually in charge of all financial on board, and I come from Greece. Enjoy the cruise.
And enjoy your cruise.
Thank you. God bless.
Okay.
Oh my God, how sweet is that?
Thank you.
Spumoni ice cream and macadamia nut ice cream. Just a tiny little scoop each. And we're just going to laze around because we're cruising to Bermuda. And we'll just take advantage of the ship. Oh, and I won $25 last night on bingo.
How many times is that?
4?
4? Okay.
Is it 4 times? How many times did we go around? I don't know.
From departure, let's say from Bristol Cape, we did 379 nautical miles at a speed of 18.7 knots. The air temperature right now is 75 degrees Fahrenheit to 24 Celsius, and the sea temperature is 73 Fahrenheit, 23 Celsius. The depth of the sea is 5,200 meters, so more than 17,000 feet.
Just had the Caribbean barbecue. It was delicious. And now I had some sun. Before I get burned, I want to go up to the room. Joseph's going to stay here and roast a little bit more.
look like I'm from Florida.
Are you kidding? You're as dark
I'm
as
from
dark.
Oakland.
Okay.
It's caviar champagne sundae.
Oh.
You gonna have champagne?
No.
No. Okay.
Do you
I
want
have-
to take your picture? You have two.
Yeah, I have two with the
Wow.
caviar
Caviar.
because I'm celebrating Sunday with eggs Benedict and caviar.
No, this one.
Yeah,
Is that yellow or blue? Blue shutters or
I see yellow and I see green and blue shutters.
Yeah, I guess part of it is that pale green. And that green one is nice too.
This yellow one is nice.
You know they have that on the river in Fort Lauderdale. They take those big African queen or some kind of and they go hello there. And people wave back.
My right hip, you understand? That's that big building up there. That's Government House.
Oh.
That's where the governor lives, right? The house
Oh,
there
way
to my
up
right.
on top.
Go over the dock and jump over in 30 feet of water.
That was Kirk Douglas then.
Kirk Douglas,
Right,
first
right.
wife, yes. And he spent a lot of time here doing the summers with us. He's got a little restaurant.
It's from the bottom up. Eventually, the ceiling cannot support its own weight. What happens? It collapses and creates a sinkhole of these dimensions.
Wow.
That's the original entrance into the cave. That's how the cave was discovered, Jack. Now, Now, I'm prepared to get on with this tour, unless, of course, there's someone on tour eager to prove or disprove what I just said about the depth of this water. And all I'm asking you to do is enter the water, stand on top of the lighthouse. Enter the water, stand on top of the lighthouse.
No, thank you.
Okay, here we go. With you, by me. Right here. That's right. Now, I want you to find a place where you can see.
This area we're looking at straight ahead, it's called the Heriton Sound, right? And right in the midst of that is the deepest water in Bermuda. They can't find the bottom. So the next thing they called it was Bermuda Triangle. And it's a sort of a myth. They don't even know what it's all about, really. Because no one's come back from the sunken ships or the missing planes and told anyone where they've been.
My ears have gotten clogged since we came out of there.
Going up from sea level to 200 feet, huh?
Far away to be parted.
It's all on a slope. I hate hitting balls off a slope.
Color the water.
Mm-hmm.
Aquamarine.
They call these here. They call these the small houses because
Oh.
when you go away.
Swish.
It's gonna happen.
The island was discovered by Juan de Bermudez. 85% of the goods that we buy are from the U.S., especially our food, and you guys buy it from South America, so basically we're helping out in Africa. Not a big liverwurst fan myself. Well, they go nice with steak. This is the old Mermaid Beach hotel, and basically it got sold and turned into condos.
I've never seen this at all. I probably slept on the bus.
How deep it is right here, I think.
Name of this?
Jobson's Cove, yeah.
Beautiful. Water is like aqua colors.
Folks, high end because everybody's got their own dock. See this big place here? Just look directly across? Yes. This is a catchment, water catchment. I'll explain more when we get over there.
Okay.
You know you have that over there. What they used to do is they call with the head. Get them left today. Basically, when I started years ago when I was here,
Hi.
for everyone, it's complimentary to your boat. You do not have to pay to get on the trolley train. Good morning. All right, good. Trolley train will pick you up outside the cruise ship. That's the tunnel.
Yep.
What it is?
Yeah. We're having one too today.
Fort Scour to prevent them. So you guys waited 100 years and took us over economically. Much cheaper that way. Well, those islands over there are privately owned as well. When you see a lot of houses on it, that's Hinson's Island. It's the only one that are fair.
So what are you up to?
Well, we're just shopping, going in and out of the stores. The ship is right across the street, and that's all we're doing. We just had lunch on the ship. We came back from a tour of
Don't follow me.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a little bit drippy and rainy, but we're getting the job done. We just finished buying some souvenirs and some clothes, I think. Not sure about that.
Souvenir cards I bought.
Cards. And other than that, it's a nice day. Sunny day. It's not a sunny day, but it's a nice day.
Nice day.
And it was wonderful. Breakfast to order, fresh food, eggs and bacon, bagels, and cheese, yogurt, coffee.
I left my yogurt. I meant to put it in the refrigerator.
Yes.
Question 6. What was the most famous dessert in Sicily? Cannoli. It was indeed cannoli. I've yet to try it, so I mean...
Wonderful journey. Enjoying it.
And we're in Sette Mari, enjoying Italian cuisine tonight.
What's the weather today? It's supposed to be just sort of overcast today.
I think overcast in the 60s.
I'm prepared. I brought a sweatshirt just in case.
I don't know what I'm going to bring ashore. Maybe just same thing. Yeah.
This is it.
That's for today. That's today's outfit. Very nice.
Fact is, there's some, my word, controversy over what the correct title of the town should be, the basis of what it was founded as. And it was founded as the town of St. George. No apostrophe. When you just talk about St. George's, there's an apostrophe. Because it's owned by it's the town of St. George. So I'm glad you asked that. I had a previous tour. We had a discussion about it. I want to know what you all think of that. Is it I know you're not going to be hesitant to ask. Oh, now there's a good question. The sun's shining now, madam. Can I see it? It's up on behind the clouds. You have to go way up. Earlier, the capital for the first 200 years of our history. And the powers that be, so-called, decided that the government of Bermuda should be more centralized on the island as opposed to out here because we're an island. And the mayor sits here 3 steps up for obvious reasons. Now, the town has a meeting here once a month in St. George's. Each of these buildings that you're going to pass were built in the late early 1700s. Original buildings probably were built out of Bermuda seafood, out of wood, but the government had a big drive to try and get people to build out of stone. Or the history of how Bermuda and St. George's in particular got started, because this building was one of the first buildings to be built out of stone. 1620, this building was up and running. I like to say when the Pilgrim Fathers, isn't that the year that they came, 1620? 1620, this building was up and running. Just local ornithologists discovered 2, I think, nesting, at least 1, nesting pairs of cahals out there on one of the outlying islands in the Castle Harbor. And he's made it his life's work bring these birds back from the brink of extinction.
No!
You've been on trial all morning, haven't you?
No. They told me I
The woman here, isn't he? He was on trial.
Don't believe it.
Is the chief constable here?
No, that was not me. I told you last night, don't say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the woman I was telling you about. She was on trial this morning, and she's been found guilty. Am I correct?
Innocent.
Am I correct?
No.
No. Innocent?
Innocent.
Maybe the day you were born. That's the only day.
No, you didn't go there. He said I want to get in the ring. I need to get in the ring. I need to get in the ring. I don't want to get in there.
Get out of here. Give me that sign. We don't want to get it wet. All right, gentlemen, push down on that arm. And wheel it up.
No. Hey.
What happened?
They was taking a picture.
Oh, they're taking pictures. They want to take it of you. I know.
No, but it's nice over there.
How could they possibly be under your bed? You are a lying witch.
But you promised me that you're not gonna do this. No, wait, my hand!
What happened?
That water is wet. Hey, guys. No, wait. Hey, guys, 3 minutes. I promise, I got you here.
I want to put you in.
No!
300th anniversary, which is 100 years ago. It was introduced to Bermuda from China. You can only understand that. It has marvelous powers. Bermuda's connection with the Civil War of the United States. Have you been all made aware of the Civil War connection with Bermuda?
Yeah.
Blockade, yeah, because the North, put up a blockade down the eastern seaboard to try and stop the South from trading their cotton with England, who had a whole pile of stuff that they needed to support their war. And the guy that ran it for the Confederates, that came out here to do it, was a Major Norman Walker, and he was billeted here in this house. That's why it's called Blockade Alley. This missionary that was here on the island back in the day of slavery days, and he was jailed for preaching to the blacks. That was a no-no back in the day. Small lots, and he owned 2 of them, but he wanted to build this mansion, but he was the mayor. In the 70s, and he's buried over in the graveyard on the other side. But apart from that, the last one in here was like 1800. Now that wall is there separating, looks like it's separating the graveyard. Indeed it is. That graveyard over there, ladies and gentlemen, was designated for blacks and slaves and free blacks.
Yeah.
What a terrible time in our history, even in death, segregation.
There we go. That would be very uncomfortable.
Oh, I can't lift my hand.
We'll have to leave you.
Torture. Shirts and stuff. Sales. Little cheese spreads. Look how cute that little with the little shells. Let's go in this shop. Want to go in this shop?
Go on.
Put them on ice cream. They'll transport it.
Wow, look at this one.
Okay, let's pick them out.
Look at this one.
We have about an hour and a half to go. We leave St. George and then we sail for
Not last year. It's extremely sunny.
Nice.
It's all messed up.
So far, it's been raining and it's been cloudy and it's cool.
Joseph, are you here?
Towns start out small. You bury your dead outside of town, but they're still close by. And as the city continues to grow, well, those graveyards just get built on top of. So the parking garage over there, the church, most of the buildings heading all the way across the city, they're all built on top of graveyards. Out into the swamps, and of course cut through the burial ground. Now, you might ask, who on earth would possibly need to walk through the graveyards out to the swamp? Not many people. But smugglers, thieves, pirates, brigands. Here. Not the path, not the wall, not that church, not the building behind me. It's just a muddy path through a burial grounds. And cause you to do things to yourself or to others. When the spirits cause someone to kill, they really honestly have no one to blame but themselves. Today, much of the neighborhood out there is built on top of those burial grounds. There were lots of other things out there too, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The church reminds us of one of the worst accidents in the city's history. In town, because we pretty much figure that's where y'all are going to stay. And everything you really want to see and do is out there. The west side of town, not so much. Like I say, we're not exactly proud of the stuff that happened over there. You're welcome to walk over there by all means. It's not dangerous, but, well, like I say, it's just better off spend your time on the east side of the city. The side literally I've seen smaller controlled explosions done with the single tip of dynamite, blue things.
Now I'm going to say, what was the fourth great colonial city? Charleston, thank you. Actually, in 1776, our city was as big as Boston, only 2,000 less than Boston, Massachusetts, and we had more money per capita than New York City did in 1776. We provided 8 of the founding fathers, 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence, 4 signers of the Constitution. And we're actually 10 years older than Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I say Sir Anthony Ashley Cooper, and I get a lot of blanks. Sir Anthony Ashley Cooper and his 7 friends were given everything south of Virginia. Everything. And that's... Okay, I had mentioned, and here we're on this wonderful bridge with a view of the Carolina Low Country. Most of our shipping is well up the Cooper River over to the left-hand side. You'll see the big cranes. Most of them are far over on the left-hand side. And we are the 5th largest container port in the United States of America. My favorite trivia, we export more frozen chicken than anybody in the world. So lots of frozen chicken goes out of here. It's big chicken farms all over the South. There's a wonderful view of the skyline of Charleston here. Even though we had religious freedom, the Anglican Church was the ruling church. And this is one of the parish churches that goes back to 1708. Revolution is going to be over. We go right back to the society that we had, and we're using slave labor. Then that's known as the resurrection fern. It's actually attached by holdfast to the limbs of the tree, and if we have 2 or 3 more days without rain, it's going to look totally dead, like seaweed up there. The temperatures, and so you get color variations, and so you will see that. Now, this is for the slaves that were the house slaves. This is not the field. The field hands would have had wooden barracks. We estimate 60% of all the Africans sold in the 13 colonies were sold in Charleston, and as I say, it was an English slave trade.
The history piece.
In the 21st century as little as possible.
utilize the cement. You see it on the buildings downtown.
These houses over here are new. Actually, these two on the corner are very new. I mean, within the last 10 years. And the pigs, other side of this stairwell leading up there. Now, why on earth would anyone have pigs here?
Oh, Piggly Wiggly.
Well, you might if you own Piggly Wiggly. Yes. The gentleman who owns that house does own the Piggly Wiggly chain of grocery stores in this area. The Battery is also where we hanged our pirates. Now, we did have an interesting history with pirates. There's quite a story about Blackbeard. Don't really have time to tell you. But Mr. Blackbeard in May 1719 blockaded the entrance of our harbor, captured 8 ships. Now, you know that one of my favorite stories is that South Carolina politician who beat old Charles Sumner over the head with his cane.
Yes.
We've always been troublemakers, we South Carolinians. Preston Brooks is his name. You know what happened to him? He resigned from his House seat when he was reprimanded, was re-elected. This is where the Keokuk gun is, right here, this gun on the corner. Now, these are some of the most famous big mansions here in the city of Charleston. This is the Decessor House. This is, again, called High Battery. This wall dates from the 1880s. There've been several walls here, but this one particular dates from that time. This is the Ravenel House. Now, this third house is called the Roper House. Now, there was a very big cannon down on that corner, a Confederate cannon, and the night this city was evacuated, February 1765, of course, the soldiers down there destroyed all those cannon. The one on the corner where the Keokuk cannon is now, the largest one down there, there was an accident before they could detonate it and destroy it. The powder in it exploded prematurely, and a 500-pound piece of that cannon is still in the attic of that house. It's 3 houses down from where that cannon was. It tells you something about the power of that explosion. Now this is the house right up here, the Edmondson Olson House, which is a museum house. You can actually tour it and actually see how our wealthy lived during the glory years of this city. But old Pierre Gustave Touton Beauregard, the Confederate commander here in Charleston, actually watched the bombardment of Fort Sumter from the piazza of that house. We don't call them porches around here, they're piazzas. Now this house on the left, this is the next street up is called Water Street. A creek used to be here called Vandross Creek. The last royal governor of Carolina, a gentleman named Lord William Campbell, had to make a hasty retreat down this creek in a canoe to the British warship waiting for him in the harbor here. We run him out of town. Water Street right here. Now, this house behind us now, the double piazza, it's called the Porcher Simmons house. Mr. Kennedy had an office in that house. This creek, tidal pond, very low and wet. Now, we were a walled city, and the bastion or fort at this end of the wall, called Granville Bastion, was right where this house is. This is the oldest part of the city over here to the left. And the street we're on now, East Bay Street, used to be our waterfront. In fact, the wharves tending to all the shipping ran from this street, East Bay Street, out into the Cooper River this way. In fact, we're going to see street names up here like Atlantic Wharf, Adgers Wharf, South Adgers Wharf, because the wharves were here. Now, land accreted natural in the late 18th century, then Charlestonians added to that. And as that happened, the shipping had to be moved up the peninsula. Now, most of it's up our rivers. But these are the very oldest houses in town. Notice how narrow they are. This is called the single house design, because they're only 1 room deep. Primary reason for that is airflow. It gets really hot here in the summer, and having houses that narrow allowed you to open windows on either side allow for cross ventilation. That design probably came from Barbados. Quite a few settlers of Charleston actually came here from Barbados, because by the late 17th century, late 1600s, Barbados was already picked over so heavily settled that there weren't too many opportunities there. So a few Barbadians came here hoping to recreate Barbados here in North America. Of course, they found out they couldn't grow rice, but they could grow sugar, but could grow rice. This is Rainbow Road. You see these pastel colors? Now, these were actually living quarters on the second and third floors and businesses catering to the shipping trade, which is right here in the 1740s when most of these were built. They weren't those colors, though. In the
Wow. Thank you.
Okay, go and have the condiments on the way, please.
This is my salmon.
Nice, yes.
So you have a little curry.
That's fine.
You're fond of the nuts, yeah? It has cashew nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sure, thank you.
Please enjoy dinner.
Pretty fearsome looking fella. You saw him on the street, probably go the other way. He ended up being a blessing to the general and the colonist. So much the general brought him to England to meet the king.
Thank you.
He also has a pulpit to choose funeral when he died. Builder. The square we're going around was once named St. James Square. It was renamed after Edward Telfair, delegate to the Continental Congress. Edward Telfair, he and his son, his name was Alexander. This is Alexander's house on the left-hand side. It was built by William J. in 1818. We're going to name William J. a lot today. He built a lot of prominent houses in the wealthy Savannah. Then when Alexander passed away, he left this to his sister Mary. Young fella you see there playing the drum is Henry Christophe. Henry and his fellow veterans after the war in the States would go back to Haiti, start their own uprising against the French, and earn their liberty in 1804. Young Henry ended up to be the king of Haiti. This is where the Declaration of Independence is read to a cheering crowd, 1776 in Savannah. Center is to Nathaniel Greene. Nathaniel Greene was second in command to General George Washington, and for his war effort, he was given 500 acres, about 8 miles up the Savannah River. Called the monument in the center is to William Washington Gordon, the founder of the Central Georgia Railroad, probably better off known to be Juliet Gordon Lowe's grandfather, the founder of the Girl Scouts. When he started building William Washington's monument, they built it right over Chief Tomochichi's grave. Left-hand side, Juliet Gordon Lowe birthplace. Juliet Gordon Lowe was born here, Halloween night, 1860. Founded the Girl Scouts 1930. Of the square to the left-hand side is the Scottish Highlanders. They came over with General Oglethorpe to fight the Spanish in 1733. That was during the War of Jenkins' Ear, Spanish in Florida. Usually when they built military statues, they would always face their enemies. That was built. This beautiful Morris building on the right-hand side once is a Ford dealership. The monument in the center of Madison Square is to Sergeant William Jasper. Sergeant Jasper died a couple hundred yards away from here in the siege of Savannah, 1779. He was killed while he was trying to raise the colors. Decorated foreign officer to die in the Revolution. How many folks here have ever even heard this siege of Savannah? Probably most y'all haven't. Anybody? Yeah, it's pretty much left out of the history books, folks. It was a tragic Franco-American loss. We had lost 2,000 patriots to only 300 British. The French bombarded the city for 3 days. We never regained the city back from the British until after the war. This is W.J. Hardy's house, Confederate general that garrisoned Savannah, 1864. He lost the city to General Sherman. This was also in the movie Something to Talk About. It's where Julia Roberts at the Tea Party kept storming on doors, started yelling folks on the stairs. That house. Now straight across from the Mercer House on the other side of the square, Temple Mikveh Israel, the only Gothic synagogue in America. We have the third oldest Jewish congregation in the United States here in Savannah. And that particular synagogue houses the original Torah that came over in 1733. Forsyth Park was put together in the 1850s. It's our largest park. It's 20 acres. Came to Savannah in 1799. He built the house as a model of his workmanship, but also his family home. It was slated for destruction in the 1950s. 7 ladies chipped in to bought the place, bought for $22,000. We started to open up a house museum, started the Historic Savannah Foundation. Y'all remember me talking about William Kehoe, right? They're part of the Sons of Liberty. They talk about Civil War being brother against brother. I guess you can say the Revolutionary War was father against sons. It's a fantastic restaurant, folks.
So,
We're
where are
waiting
you?
for the bus, the hop-on, hop-off bus, to go back to a couple stops and then go back to the ship and have lunch.
Don't forget the train museum. What? The train museum.
That's one of the stops, yeah.
You talk.
So, we're on the side of the river. Here comes another trolley, but it's the wrong tour company. And we're going to be going to the next stop. Finish shopping. Got the t-shirt, got the book, got the gummy bears, got the sweatshirt. Tums. All the essentials. Didn't buy any expensive jewelry. Georgia bought something.
More shopping. We're on our way back to the ship.
Yeah.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for choosing Regent. You know, out there are a lot of cruise lines, and choosing Regent, I think that you have not only chosen well, but I think that you have chosen the best. What do you think?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Cruise Gateway Show. Yahoo! It's a celebration. Yahoo! Let's celebrate. Come on. by the sharpie and learning how to tell the story about. Wondering why this big old ship keeps rocking and there's no talking about the jungle.
Does the ship generate its own electricity?
There's no
They said it was high class. Well, that's what you see that. Well, you ain't never got the right thing. You ain't no friend of mine.
doing the pop for the kids. It's a dancing bar. But there was lollipop with a big suit. The golly Miss Molly was even there too. And well, splish splash, get about the back. When I put my dancing shoes on, I was rolling, strolling, feeling everything for your man to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. YMCA, it's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean, you can have a good meal, you can do whatever you feel. No man does it all by himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crew of the Seven Seas Navigator! Led by your captain Amoto Amelino and general manager Massimo Arzani, and all of our senior officers and staff. When you were shoreside, it was our destination services team taking care of you with those tours. When you return to your suites, it's your lovely stewards and stewardesses taking care of you. And how about those fantastic butlers? And our bar staff and sommeliers.
Okay, one more. Hey, 10 points. I got 3 bars.
Mature. Okay, it's recording now.
I think that's illegal.
I think it is too.
Well, I bought this beautiful Zoltranite on the ship. It was quite expensive, but I'm worth it. She got a bargain. I got a bargain. They were having a trunk sale. I got the matching earrings too, and the colors just change. It's beautiful. I can't believe it's so expensive.
I think you need to wear it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, grasshopper. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
It's going to be a wonderful picture.
Well, a few minutes ago it would have been.
have a 12 o'clock lunch for the astronauts. Okay, 12 o'clock is the main important time, that's lunchtime, and then 2:30 departure to come back to the ship. Those are the two most important times. We'll be staying together pretty much as a group.
My name is Mark. You may call me Mark, that's fine. Space Center, they started off back in the 1950s doing satellite launches. Then they started manned launches. Manned launches started with Mercury. Mercury, 1 astronaut. Then came Gemini. Gemini, the sign of the twins. Gemini, 2 astronauts. After Gemini came the Apollo. When you're driving around or you're coming in on the ship, you'll notice there are no mountains, no hills in this state. Very flat. The highest elevation in the entire state, 210 feet above sea level. That's it. So when you're standing on the top deck of your ship, you're on a Florida mountain. That's as tall as you can get it. Yeah, the Florida orange.
Did you have your hand up?
Huh?
Did you have your hand up to
No.
be the next one on the shuttle?
No, did you?
Yes.
You want to go up the shuttle? Oh, okay.
I'd never make it, but
You can have my seat.
I love that closet.
Smoke. 525 feet tall, covers an area of 8 acres. If it had levels, it would be 52 stories. The flag, 21 stories tall. 4 bay doors, 2 of which you see on this side are each 456 feet tall. The panels weigh 32 tons each. They can open separate, in a group, go all the way up underneath the first. Bottom doors open horizontally. Took 45 minutes to completely open the bay doors so the shuttle could be rolled out onto the crawlerway. It is the largest one-story building in the world. It's about the 6th largest by volume. Launch umbilical tower. When it is moved, it is being modified. So when it is moved out to pad B, where it will be launching from, expand the console till 8 seconds after liftoff. Once she cleared the tower, everything was turned over to Houston. Nothing launched from Houston.
So this particular building represents just the Apollo program. Okay.
You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8, right here where it actually happened.
And then send the capsule on towards the moon. Okay? And then you'll notice the front section of the capsule not only included where the astronauts themselves rode, but it also encapsulated the segment.
Amazing, isn't it?
Notice this third section here would have been the final section.
That's the whole capsule, or is it just the front part?
This is the lunar module.
One way you can tell a rocket's ever been into space is it's all in complete sections like this. It's never been in space because these are all.
This is the moon mark, right?
Yes.
Nobody relationship and love affair with them. That's hard to put into words.
There have been a few people that have volunteered to put themselves up to that. Back in the 50s, when that was a wide open question, any kind of the human ability to withstand the forces of space travel was a wide open question. There was an Air Force colonel by the name of Stapp, S-T-A-P-P, who volunteered himself as a passenger on a rocket sled over at Alamogordo, New Mexico. And he actually, the rocket sled pushed him down this rail track at 25 times the force of gravity. And thank goodness, fortunately, I mean, he was an Air Force test, but sleeping bunks that they actually pull light barriers over and seal yourself in, and you could sleep while the rest, and they were soundproof, so you could sleep while the rest of the crew was working. Most always on board space shuttles, and certainly during previous space program projects, and during space station, it is one shift, everybody's awake and working and then sleeping at the same time. And the work shift is 16 hours long.
Cypress Gardens actually opened way back in the 1920s, and it featured water ski shows and featured the Southern Belles walking around the gardens area. And beautiful, beautiful park. Another theme park that you might have come down to Florida to see is a place to the west of Orlando that's called Weeki Wachee Springs. Weeki Wachee Springs, that's where the mermaids swim. You watch the underwater mermaid shows at Weeki Wachee. You said you hit their tourist area up in Ocala that was called Silver Springs. Silver Springs featured the springs and the glass bottom boat tours. Okay?
Question 4. Whose inaugural speech advised, "Ask not what will government do for me, but what can I do for myself"?
Makes a lot of sense.
Wow, look at all those people. Oh my goodness. How many is that of?
That one is about 3,500, 4,000. 5,500? No, 35 or 4,000, something like that.
Royal Caribbean.
Question number 1. Question number 1. What rock group set a precedent?
Yeah. Yeah, you see the water slide?
They're just starting. The Cape Canaveral Kennedy Space Center is very interesting. Had a lot of exhibits, and so there was a lot more there than I expected. So Me too.
I was fascinated by most of it.
Today is Sunday.
Okay.
The 21st, and tomorrow ends our beautiful cruise, and then we get back to normal.
And the sun comes out.
Yeah, and we have to get on the scale to see how much weight we've gained, but we've had a lot of fun. It's been a wonderful cruise. And now,
Very
Georgia,
nice.
you could speak.
I had a marvelous time. I recommend everyone come. It was beautiful in Bermuda. It was elegant in Savannah. I love Charleston, but Cape Canaveral was so educational, so interesting. I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really a neat day today. It was a neat finish. It really was. I'm glad that I came, had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Sonora. I tell you friends, I adore her. And when she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake your body line. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sonora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sonora, work it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, tango, waltz or the rumba. Sonora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Rock your body, child. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line.